welcome back to Talkin Baseball. It is another daily episode, mini episode, one a day, every day until opening day. And on today's episode, we are talking about the St. Louis Cardinals. Episode a day, every day until opening day. We're in the middle of it.
You killed that, by the way.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thanks, Jake.
No problem.
I wanted to take a moment to reflect and let the audience know that we thank them and that they should be understanding what we're doing is insane.
A little bit.
So much content.
A little bit. Like I'm looking at Rangel Ravelo on the Cardinals bench, and I gotta be honest, I don't know who that is.
Oh, I just meant the amount of content we've been putting out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It ties into it.
Yeah. Especially for people that listen to Talkin Baseball and Talkin Yanks and understand that we're doing 2 episodes a day, every day until opening day.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. But anyway, we're talking about the Cardinals today, and right off the bat.
Right off the rip.
Right off the rip, I got to let everyone know. When we dropped something.
Oh.
When we did, this is our last NL Central team. All right, we did the Pirates. They were way early on. We did the.
Then everyone else is jumbled up.
Yes, but the audience voted.
Right.
And I think that the Cubs got really hammered in the voting. I think recency bias of the Cubs missing the playoffs last year and not doing anything in the offseason has everyone down on them. I don't think the Reds should have been above the Cubs, and I don't think the Cardinals should have been above the Cubs. So I think the fans got this order wrong.
So Cubs are your number one team in the NL Central?
In like a very close jumble.
Okay, interesting.
But I think the Cardinals are good. But I don't have them as the number one. I have the Cubs still. Like, just talent on the roster, I think the Cubs are further them. And this is a tough start for any St. Louis Cardinal fan that's listening that hasn't listened to the show before.
See, I think this is I might end up looking like the good guy here. Maybe that's why I threw the glasses. Maybe good guy Jake wears the glasses.
Wow.
Bad guy Jake has to look you in the eye when he says it. I like these Cardinals, and maybe it's a little Jack Flaherty bias.
Well, I love him.
Because he's a friend, and he's also incredible. But I like this contrast of the Cardinals after the Phillies, because for some reason I look at this team, and I love Flaherty up top, and although the lineup doesn't blow you away, there's also not massive holes. I feel like everyone gives you an at-bat in that lineup, and I feel like we've run into one of our first bullpens I like. We kind of saw them do good things against the Braves. Gallegos took the step forward. And I don't know. Carlos Martinez goes back to starting. Dakota Hudson's a good young pitcher. Adam Wainwright in your 4-hole. You know he's going to give you games.
Yep.
And then your guy, Kwang Hyun Kim, it looks like they've got him slated as the 5th starter right now. Did you get the scouting report on him? Because I saw you looking.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to read it because it said like I read one place relief, but another place saying starter. He made 30 starts last year in the KBO. So he's not Japan. It's Korean. And didn't Michaelis also pitch in the KBO?
He came over from Japan.
From Japan?
Yeah.
So different league then. Never mind.
And he's currently not listed because they have him hurt. But he's another guy that could throw.
Well, he'll be back. I just thought maybe they could share an experience, but I'm wrong. Anyway, he's 30 years old. Started 30 games last year in the KBO, which is an offensive league, right?
I'm not as well versed in the KBO as I'd like to be.
I believe it's an offensive league, and they're terrible at defense and pitching.
Okay.
He had a 2.51 ERA.
Done.
Don't anyone that
he's a stud.
Anyone that knows about the KBO and the offense, correct me. Anyone that doesn't know, don't believe what I just said because I have to say that with zero authority. I don't know if it's an offensive league.
Perfect. Here's what I like about the St. Louis Cardinals, and you heard me stumble onto it with the pitching staff, and it's where I differed with the Phillies and why I didn't believe in them, was that, man, almost every guy who's going to start a game for them is going to give them a chance, if not a great chance. I mean, Flaherty, he's a monster. He's got to be one of the leaders for the NL Cy Young this year. Miles Mikolas, we'll see when he comes back, but he's just a guy, he's going to twirl you an ERA around 4 and keep you in there. Dakota Hudson, really nice year in his age 24 season, 3.35 ERA. Wainwright, I thought his numbers were going to be worse than this. He had a 4.19 ERA last year, 31 starts. So, and we'll see what Kim can turn into, but every starting pitcher is going to give them a game. They have guys that are coming in out of the bullpen that are solid. Tyler Webb, Brebbia, Gallegos. We'll see if Andrew Miller can get healthy. Gant. I mean, every person that comes in, Genesis Cabrera, my God, if that dude can figure it out, he's a monster.
He's a monster.
This team has pitching.
Yo, they're pitching. So ERA plus, right?
Sure.
100's average. Above that's better, right?
Yeah.
So last season, guess how many pitchers they had, reliever or starter, with an ERA plus over 100?
115.
Huh? Guess how many?
115 pitchers.
Wrong.
That's my guess.
Totally.
It was a guess.
It's bad guess.
Bad guess.
Yeah. Guess again.
13.
No, that would be crazy.
That'd be crazy. That's why I guessed it.
That's an even more insane guess.
Nah, that's not more insane.
Because
Take it
there's
back.
some relative of you actually thought 13.
Take it back.
I'd take it back, but
Okay.
it's 8, which is impressive.
good.
That's impressive. Gallegos, Flaherty, Hudson, John Brebbia, Grant, Webb, Michaelis Waino, Andrew Miller, who he didn't have it, but he's an interesting story. Anyway, before we go on from the Korean pitcher, or he's from the Korean League. I'm not sure if he's Korean, but
Okay.
Kwang Hyun Kim. Here's a really good.
Officially your guy.
He'll be your guy in a second.
Okay.
30 years old, comes over.
Do you have a hype video?
No, I have a
Oh,
I have a
damn.
quote from an article.
Okay.
So this article, ksdk.com.
Good site. Check it out.
The Cardinals have not said whether the lefty will begin the season as a starter or in the bullpen.
Yep.
But with the Cardinals off on Friday, Kim is looking forward to getting a haircut and then going on a boat. I hope I can catch a big fish, Kim said. If I do, I will take a picture and show you.
Yeah. Bingo.
So, that's the way to my
The
heart.
best way to get from point A to point
point
B
B.
is straight line.
Yeah.
And that's what he did there.
Yeah. Oh,
We don't need the fluff.
no.
I'm hoping to catch a big fish so I can take a picture of it after my haircut.
Yes. Yeah. If anyone catches a big fish, take a picture and show us.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
I
don't
mean,
not.
that's
Not going to keep it a secret.
that's obvious.
So they don't know what he's going to do.
And yeah, I think Jordan Hicks might come back mid-season for them.
That dude throws fast.
He got TJ. He's going to put up 104 on the gun. Yeah, man. So that's why I like this team. Everybody can pitch.
The pitching's good.
And the lineup, yes, you'd love to see another impact bat or two even. But, like, everyone can field and everyone can give you an at-bat. The one dead spot is Harrison Bader, who might be the best defensive center fielder in baseball. And they've got other guys that they might rotate in the outfield if he can't hit enough for his defense to be valuable. So,
All right.
I'm in on the Cards.
All right. We've been doing a lot of guy dude stuff.
Guy dude stuff.
We've been doing it for pitchers mostly.
Yeah.
For hitters,
Yeah.
how many dudes do you see here? Goldschmidt.
They currently have one dude
But a lot of guys.
with the potential for two.
No, they
They have potential for two dudes if Matt Carpenter can bounce back. Colton Wong and Tommy Edman can be really nice ball players. Yachty's going to do his thing.
he's a guy. Offensively, Yachty's a guy.
there-
Overall, he's a dude, but offensively, he's a guy.
Yeah. And, maybe there's an argument to be made for Paul DeYoung, a guy who's got crazy power for a shortstop. But, no, you're right. There's no argument there. But at the same
They don't have a 1-2 punch that a lot of
No.
teams do.
No. And Paul Goldschmidt, as we talked about, had his worst year as a major leaguer last year. I think his OPS plus was, 113, something like that. And even including his rookie season. So that was the first year of the big contract they gave out. So if you're a Cardinals fan, you're telling yourself, oh, it's his first year. He's adjusting. He's figuring out St. Louis. If you're anybody else, you're saying that's got to be a little scary. If he takes another step down, you've got him on the books for a couple years. And, like we just said, he's their only dude currently.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I mean, I feel like during the postseason, I was a little tough on Tommy Edman. All of us in this room looked at Dexter Fowler and were like, he's still kind of doing it. I mean, he got on base at a decent clip. No one on here is chopped liver.
No.
What a bad term.
But you're right. It's correct. I have something for you.
Give me something.
Jack Flaherty, friend of the program.
Yeah.
First interview that wasn't Yankees related. His baseball savant numbers are amazing.
No way.
He's really good. His curve spin actually isn't good. But can we watch a random video of Jack Flaherty?
Random.
Random video of Jack Flaherty, and
strike.
it is Jack Flaherty ball to Alex Gordon. 0-2 pitch, so it seems very much like a setup pitch. Yeah, he's just changing the eye line there.
Held the runner for a while there, too. That was nice.
Yeah, nice random video. Thank you, Baseball Savant, sponsor of the show.
That. And you know, Jim, I might have a sleeper for you.
Okay.
Know who could end up being a guy by the end of the season?
Give it to me.
Tyler O'Neill.
I like his name.
Okay, that's good.
I like his name.
Young outfielder, 24. He's a sleeper in the fantasy realm, Jim. Baseball, not like.
Ooh, Canadian. That's tough.
Not a.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Wow.
I wanted my O'Neill to
tough
be.
break.
I wanted him to be Irish American from the Bronx.
That's brutal.
Or no,
specific.
Not the Bronx. I wanted to be just like my dad.
Very specific. He's got some good minor league power numbers. He's looking for a spot to break through now that Jose Martinez is gone. Marcell Ozuna is gone.
He's already popped 2 homers in spring so far.
So that's pretty big. He's got a couple years in the minor leagues where he hit for serious power. Let's see if I can get to them quick enough.
I'm here already. 24 home runs in 2016.
How many games?
130.
There was 1 year that it was
30,
like weird.
31 home runs in 130 games. 2018, he had 26 home runs in 64 games.
Do the math on that, Jim.
Can't. Home run every other game, basically.
Basically. With a little gaps, people. Get over it. So
he's got 5 home runs in the MLB already last year.
That's and he's got a couple the year before. He hasn't found the playing time. He's a guy that they definitely are hoping by the end of the season. They're saying he's a big part of that lineup. But yeah, I mean,
he was a Seattle prospect.
Did Colton Wong end up winning the Gold Glove? Yes, I think he did. And he's a guy that gets on base. He does his thing.
I don't like his middle name, Tyler Allen O'Neill.
Tyler Allen O'Neill.
It's all too short. You got to throw a longer name in there, like Tyler Emmanuel O'Neill. That'd be better.
Okay. I mean, Paul DeYoung hit 30 homers from the shortstop position last year. Colton Wong won the Gold Glove, and he gets on base at a 361 clip. Like, this lineup does stuff. I think Matt Carpenter's the big question. Did he decline and he's old, or did he have a bad season and he's going to bounce back? Because that does change this team a lot.
Okay. So I feel justified when I'm looking at this Fangraph site. The Cubs have a 37% chance to win the division, according to whatever nerds made this.
Sure.
And the Cardinals only have a 17.
Sure.
So I wasn't too harsh.
No, and I think, team identities is something that does come into play here that, again, like, analytics and people don't pick up on. But, like, when we did the Brewers, like, the Brewers are going to have a chance, but, analytically, whatever percentage are going on at Fangraphs, they can't measure what the Brewers normally do. I think the Cardinals kind of deserve to be treated that way. The Cardinals are a really well-run baseball franchise. And they went nut job, somewhat coinciding with Jack Flaherty going nuts, but they were 58-55, and then they got to 90-67, which, quick math, carry the one. Okay.
I tapped out.
Yeah. No, but it was like 38-13 stretch, like, once they figured it out. Because remember, we were counting them out last year, and then they ended up going off and winning, and then they beat the Braves, which I was so high on last year, and on the Cards.
All right, Jake. I just found a section of this website we've been using for all these TVPs that I haven't looked at once, and I love it.
Ooh, wow, new section alert.
The breakdown of the 40-man roster. How come you haven't talked about this?
Where are you looking? Let me see.
It's right in the middle, right here. It's like top middle.
Yeah, I kind of didn't want you to find that.
It's awesome.
That's a lot of Jimmy information there that I don't think is great for the TPP, but it's stuff you love.
Oh, I like this. 19 homegrown guys.
Yeah.
8 free agent, 9 trade.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You want to see that. I think baseball needs to see at least 20 homegrown guys per team.
Wow.
I want to go through all of them.
I mean, that's on the 40-man. That's on the 40-man.
40-man, yeah. 26 guys from the USA. So, USA heavy team here.
Yeah.
Only 5 guys from the DR. That seems light for these days in baseball.
Yeah, and see, this is why I was worried you were going to find this, because now you're going to go through all the teams and you're going to get some JOMBOY metrics going on this, which
Yeah.
I don't think it's fully needed for the TPP.
I'll
but
do it
it's
now.
some fun stats.
I won't do it on the TPP.
It's
but
fun
I'm
information.
I'm going to look at this more often now.
It's fun information.
I wanted to see their top prospects. They have a lot. They have a pretty good farm, right?
Let's see. Look, Nolan Gorman. God, you love him.
He's only in A. He's in high A right now, and he's expected to come up next season.
Well, and then they traded for Matthew Liberatore.
Liberatore.
He went viral a couple weeks ago. He had a knee buckling curveball, if you remember that. But he was the guy traded for Jose Martinez.
His nickname is going to be Liberace, right?
I don't think so.
Who's
I think
Liberace?
Liberator's a pretty.
The Liberator.
I think that's a nickname in and of itself. But he's still a few years off.
What if Liberace's a painter? Is he?
I think he's a musical artist.
Yeah, he's a pianist.
Okay, Jim.
Tickling the ivories, so like Liberatore, tickling the black.
Listening.
Yeah.
I
got it.
So yeah, Dylan Carlson looks like he's their only dude. Big time prospect expected to come up this year.
No, they got some others. They got Genesis Cabrera, who you like.
Right, he's already been up, been had snacks.
Same with Lane Thomas and Andrew
Carlson's
Kisner.
an outfielder. He's young. So some help's on the way. Lane Thomas, he got some run last year, and he did pretty well. So, yeah, I think Carpenter's the guy you circle. It seems like they have outfield depth, and they're going to figure it out. Can Harrison Bader hit enough to play out there? Right now they've got Tuami Edman out there. Does he slip into the infielder if Carpenter's struggling? That seems like a little bit of a solution right there, or where that could get Tyler O'Neill in the lineup. But, yeah, I think as long as Flaherty stays healthy, which there's no reason to believe he won't, I think
they're a pitching team. Like their lineup isn't bad, but it's not amazing. They only had 3 guys with an 800 OPS last year.
The Reds might have the most talent and be the most fun, but like we said about them, they have to prove it. If the Reds prove it, I'll be in on the Reds to win the Central. That sounds so dumb. If the Reds show me they're good, I'll be in on the Reds to win the Central.
Yeah. Wow.
I need to see it from the Reds to believe it. If they show it, I'll believe in the Reds. But until then, I think it's St. Louis's division.
Oh, I got the Cubs still.
Cubbies.
Cubs had talent, man. The Cubs lineup is full of dudes.
Right, but I think the pitching's been their problem.
I know, but the pitching has the ability there.
And they lost Hamels.
I know, Jake. I know. It's going to be a brutal division. They're all going to beat each other up.
Yeah.
This lineup, it's a lot of good players. Like, it's a lot of, like, if they play their role and do what they're going to do, they can win you ball games. I think they're going to have to do a lot of, like, little things. But Goldie also, we talked about this earlier, he had his worst season of his career last year, which it's not a bad season.
No, it's a nice
but
season.
It's the worst season of his career. If I'm a Cardinals fan, you asked the question before we went live on the show, are you excited or scared about that? Because he just turned 30. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think he's not going to have even worse. Like, I think he's going to go higher and have he might even like have a big career, big season.
Big season.
Yeah.
Big season. Yeah, I don't know. I just think when talking about the Cardinals, lineup comes second to me. They had a top 5 starting pitching staff ERA. They were top 6 bullpen wise, which I mean that gets bullpens and ERAs can get a little sloppy. They were number 1 in hits allowed per 9 innings in their bullpen, second in home runs allowed. This team can pitch. This team can field. They just need a little bit on the offensive end, and they have the guys for that. It's not like it's a.
If this team,
I don't think this is a bad lineup.
If this team has timely hitting, they're awesome.
They're really good.
Really good.
I think even with these guys' average seasons, I think this is a 90-win ball club.
Ooh, 90 in that division?
Yeah, that's what they won 91 last year.
I know, but things fell apart for some teams.
I mean, the Brewers turned it on. You're just a big Cubs guy.
I don't think the Cardinals are bad.
Now I'm excited to listen to the Cubs TPP because I'm hoping you hit the under on it.
I did because I've hit in the
no.
Yeah, because the Cubs under was like higher than this one.
Oh no.
But I believe I hit the under because I said they're all going to beat the shit out of each other. Like I said, I didn't see a single 93.
It's a firefight.
I didn't see a single 93 plus win team in this division.
Gotcha.
There's 4 teams that are just going to be brutal. Is what I believe I said in the Cubs TPP, but I really don't remember what I say in these after a second after we record
it's
them,
tough.
so I have no idea.
It's tough.
And I'm looking for a tab on my computer right now that I definitely.
I was gonna say, you sounded like you were tab searching a little bit. What are you looking for?
I'm trying to find Jordan Hicks' expected return.
Okay.
Because if he's like a midseason acquisition,
Right.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
To add him to the bullpen.
I think he had his Tommy John surgery on 6/26/19. So that would have him on track for middle end part of this season, right?
Yeah, it looks like, what's the 7th month? July?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, it looks like they have him back
Confirmed.
middle of July. I mean, and then go slow with them. And
Yeah.
just have him healthy for.
Build him up for the playoffs.
I mean, I wouldn't even bring him back for July. Tommy John. August and September.
You hope Carpenter and Goldschmidt bounce back. There's a potential that you trade for another lineup back because that would make this team a lot more. I think what this team falls into for me is great regular season team. They would need a bat. They would need someone to step up and trade for a bat for me to take them serious in the postseason, which the Nationals basically did to them in the postseason.
Yeah. Big trade for a bat. Who's out there?
I think there will be guys out there, but I think you need a guy to step up and you need to get another guy.
If they get like what the Castellanos trade for them.
Yeah, something like
something
that.
like that. That'd be big. Anyway, the over-under for them, Jake,
Yeah.
is 87.5. So I'm taking the under.
I'll be taking the over.
I think the whole division is going to be between 85 and 90. The 3 top teams that whatever they do. So, taking the under. I don't know how that lines up with what I did in the past.
So Reds, Cubs, Cards,
Brewers.
and Brewers.
Just a fucking.
You've got them all between 85 and 90.
3 of them, and one is gonna fall out.
Who's falling out?
I don't know.
Damn,
We'll wait and see.
that's tough.
That's why you got to watch the games,
That's
baby.
tough. That's a spicy meet the ball.
Anything else we need to say?
I like this Cards team.
Hey, who's that guy that you said? Genesis Cabrera?
Oh yeah,
I need to watch a random
he's
video
a
of him.
monster. Yeah,
Why? Tell me more about him.
he's a giant lefty. If he can throw strikes, he's like unhittable, like Josh Hader-esque.
He's 6'2", 190.
Yeah, but these limbs, bro.
Oh, he's lanky?
Oh yeah. You getting the random vid?
Yeah. I'm going to random vid his ass.
We're gonna random vid his ass.
If anyone doesn't know, if you go to Baseball Savant and you just look at a player, they offer to show you a random video. And they're like incredibly random. They're not random highlights.
They're the most random. Yeah, they are not highlights.
They could be.
Like maybe they can be, but we haven't seen one yet.
Okay. Here's a show random video of Genesis Cabrera. He's only 23 years old.
You're gonna like him.
A ball to McNeil. Didn't like him. Asked for the check
Whippy.
swing. Didn't have a chin. Didn't.
Whippy.
I do one more for him. I'm gonna do one more.
He's doing another.
I'm doing another. That didn't satisfy me. Foul. Ooh, I saw the whip there. He kind of coils.
Whippy.
Okay, Genesis.
Whippy.
Look at this right here. Yeah, you see that? He brings the ball behind.
Whippy.
Look at that. Look where the ball is there.
I'm telling you, bro.
All right.
If you get locked up, don't mention my name.
Don't. Goodbye.
Nailed it.
All right.
Go Cards.
Go Cards. See you guys later. Thanks for listening and everything. Thanks for everything.
9th. 8 teams left, people.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Genesis Cabrera. Great White Buffalo. Miles Mikolas ate a lizard in the bullpen 2011.
He did. All right.